Hello, hello. Today we are doing Draco Malfoy. This was a request by Paulina. Paulina, if you would like the original mailed to you, just send me your address and send it to sharasart@gmail.com. That's SHARASART@gmail.com. And I'll pop this puppy in the mail with a little note for you. Anyways, if you don't want it, I love it. So I will keep it. Anyways, we are gonna get started. We're gonna do his head. So we're gonna start with an oval. Okay, we've got the oval. Line down the middle, which I'm trying to find the middle. Boy, that is not the middle. Seriously, I'm having issues here. All right, let's try this again. Yes, better. Okay, we're gonna find them across the middle. Okay, so we got the T-bar. All right, so we're gonna put his eyes in. I made him scowling, which I love. So right on this line here, you wanna make it go down and then above. You see how I did that right there on that line? And then we are going to do half circles. So we have one half circle, and then right below it, we have another half circle. You're gonna do the same thing on the other side. It's gonna go under, and then over, and then one half circle, and another half circle. Super job. And then inside, we've got its shiny, and its pupil, which we will be sharpening in. So we got the shiny here, and then a pupil. All right, so now we're gonna put his cute button nose. Even though he's scowling, he still gets a button nose. Yes, he does. Button nose. And now we can erase that T-bar here. We don't need that anymore now that we got what we wanted out of it. Man, I made this lines. So usually when I draw, I try to draw really lightly so then you don't have to see the lines, but oh well, life goes on, right? So I made him have the scowl. So I just made him have like a side lip. So he's like, scowling. And his eyebrows, I made one coming down. So above here, leave a space. So that's one eyebrow. And then I made like his scowl. And this one I'm making come up. Maybe if he was complete villainous, then I would make them both down. But we all know he has a little good side. He does. He does. He does. He does. Even though most people think, yes, he does. All right, we're right on that line where his eyes were. This is where his ears are going to go. So you do one on one side, one on the other side, and then on the inside, so now you want to erase in there. Let's get rid of that. And then now we are gonna put, it's like a dome, one dome, two dome. That's how I do my ears. One dome, two dome. Super job. All right, for the hair, so now we want the hair coming out of the ears. So on each side, I want you guys to put a line up. Bloop. And coming into it, so we have that circle thing, which is great, but now we are going to do his side swoop of the hair. So it's gonna go over that line and then bring this all the way over to that side. Bloop. And then this, you want it to come over and then bring it down to touch right here. Okay, and then this part, we want it to go from here over to this line. Now you can erase in here. We don't need this line anymore. It can go bye-bye. And then this one right here, we wanted to bring the hairline in a little bit. So we're just gonna go like this and bring it across. You can erase right in here. Super job. All right, so to add some more lines in here, I'm just gonna come in here and do a couple more lines. So it looks like he's got his hair slicked back. And from here, we're gonna do a couple more lines. Bloop, bloop. Do one here. And then a couple more on the sides. Dink, dink, dink. All right, look at him. Isn't he a cutie pie? Yeah, he's scowling, but he's still cute. Now I want you guys to do a V here. Okay? And then on the side where those V's can touch here, I want you to bring this line down. So from here, swoop, down. Easy cheesy. Now we are going to do his collar. So from where comes the V, you're gonna bring 2 lines down like this, and then bring this up like that. Super job. All right, so now we're gonna put his tie in there. So let's put line down, make it go across, and then the line, the tie's gonna go out. All right. We'll put the pattern in there after we do his arms. So he's got his cloak on, so from that point right where all these things come together, let's bring it down. And then we're gonna connect it, because this is where the green touch is gonna come in, because we all know he's in the house of Slytherin. So that's gonna be green and silver. All right, it's looking so awesome. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna be putting his arms, we're gonna make them fold. So bring this in a little bit, not all the way to the edge. Do the same thing on this side. And then now we're gonna have his, this gets a little tricky. So you wanna bring this down and up. And his arm is actually coming over. So let's bring this down. This arm is gonna come over this. I know it gets confusing. Let's erase some in here, because we're like, there's too many lines. Yes, I agree. Okay, so I made this one come up and over this one, because he's gonna have his arms. You're gonna see what's gonna happen. This is gonna be his shirt collar right here. I'm gonna erase in here, because this is gonna be his arm. So it's coming up and it's underneath. So on this side, we're gonna make this go over. Then you bring it down. And now we can bring this over just a little bit. Okay, do you guys see how it's crossing there? And then we have his shirt right here. So it's a rectangle, and this is gonna go underneath. So his other hand is tucked underneath. And then he's gonna see, you're gonna see little fingers come out here. So it's underneath. Super job. All right, now we can finish off his cloak by just making a line down. Whoop. And I come over here, line down. Whoop. Done there. All right, I put we can do the finish off the tie. So below his shirt, do a V, and you can put as many stripes as you want in there. Oh, fun fact. So the guy that played Draco Malfoy, his name is Tom Felton, and when he was shooting the films, he wasn't allowed to go outside in the sun at all. He had to look pale as pale can be. I thought that was funny. Right here, this is his little wand sticking out. I knew somebody that was on tour for Broadway in Peter Pan, and she had to play the little boy in it, and she got tan easily. And they threatened her that they were gonna get a new kid in it if she got too tan. So she had to wear lots of sunscreen and not go outside. So that was cool. All right, oops, let's put another stripe down in here. There you go. All right, and I put a little symbol right there. Also, for his hair is, the real actor, his hair is really kind of like a dirty blonde. But to get this, he has a real platinum blonde color. He had to dye his hair 18 times to make sure it stayed platinum blonde. Wow. Okay, so next, also this is his little pants here. I put his little badge there, so you can put like a square there. And inside, I kind of did a little wiggly, like it's a snake in there. And I just did decorative sides, just scalloped edge. And then up here, I just did a circle and then made little pieces coming off. You can make it look however you want. That's how I made it. All right, so now it is time to magically Sharpie. All right, now I'm going to double Sharpie. Okay, I have double Sharpie, and now we're gonna start coloring. So we're gonna start with the face. I'm gonna be using my peach, and I'm gonna color all over, just an even color of peach. So Malfoy's wand is made of unicorn hair and hawthorn. And there's something significant. As we know, J.K. Rowling's, everything has a meaning. There's significance in everything. Oh, I forgot to erase. So what you want to do is you want to erase all of your pencil marks, oops, before you start coloring, but I did not do that. So let's pretend I did. Get rid of all your pencil. All right, I would have done more, but that's good enough. Okay, go through. So what that means is unicorn hair means there's actually good inside the wizard that's using it. So that means J.K. Rowling knew that deep down Draco had good in him, which we all know. There's always a little good in him. He didn't want to kill Dumbledore, and don't forget the hands. He was just doing what his dad told him to do. All right, so now that's all colored in, now we want to go around and you want to press harder around the outside to give it more of that, not just a solid, more of a 3D face, and definitely underneath his chin, make that darker. Also, the hawthorn means the wizard has inner conflict and skill. So, yeah, we knew he had inner conflict. I mean, it's good against evil that we're dealing with. Now I'm gonna go right underneath the eyebrow, give it more color in here. And I always go around the eye with more color. I might have gone around that a little much there, but that's okay. And I do a little right here along the nose. And make the jelly bean nose more prominent. Okay, and then I always go inside the ear. Okay, so now what you're gonna do is you want to take your tan, let's do pink. We can get pink out. I'm gonna do a little bit on the nose, a little bit on the bottom lip, and I did the cheeks, I did from down up. So I just did a little bit right here. And now I'm going to get tan, and definitely you want to get right underneath that chin. Go under the nose. And you want to go in the ears for sure. This is tan, if I didn't say it. And then you want to go around the edge, make it a little more prominent. Whoops. Sometimes I get a little sloppy. Don't get sloppy. And I'm going to go around all where the Sharpie is. And I think I'm going to go around the eyes. I like doing that. It just makes the eyes pop out a little bit better, especially when you put color in. All right, so now we are going to get the blue. You can do any blue. I pressed harder in the top part, and then it gets lighter as I come down. Gives it more of like a crystally, like they're actually eyes. Then gray, you want to put gray for the shadows right under here. A little harder, and then it's going to come down less. Harder, less. I think I did too much gray, but that's okay. Oh, also gray you can put in here for silver. I'm gonna go harder on the outsides and then lighten it up in the middle to make it look silver. And also underneath the collar, give it shadows. And I'm gonna make this part, oh, that, I think I made it green. I'm gonna erase it here, I want that green. Doesn't matter which order you do it in. Press harder on the outside, lighter in the middle. It'll make it look more like a pop out tie. Okay, super job. I think we're done with that. Oh, I put a little gray inside here. All right, so now we're gonna get let's get his hair done. So I'm gonna press harder. This is just golden yellow. Harder around the edges. And as you come in, you want to make it lighter. I probably even could make it even lighter than that because his hair is pretty white platinum because they dyed. But I give it a little more color. So I go around the outside, and then I'm also going to go wherever I have Sharpie and go a little bit more. So lightly here. And then where the Sharpie is, you want to press down harder. Okay. Oh, his eyebrows. Don't forget his eyebrows. That'd be crazy. And then I took a little bit of the tan and I'm just gonna go in here just to give it a little bit of extra color in his hair. Just a little bit right here. Makes it look a little golden, and I just put some up here. Okay, so next you're gonna get out just the regular green and color in his cloak area. Same thing right here. And then now I'm gonna press harder along the edges here. All right, so now I'm gonna do his tie. What else did I do? Oh, in here, this part we did green. And yeah, color that in. And I also made a light, I think I did yellow-green background, just to give more of the color of Slytherin, House of Slytherin. Oh, I Sharpied this in black. So I Sharpied this all in black. And then for his wand, I just did the tan. Or you can find a light brown or a brown. And, oh, his skin is in there. Don't forget his skin. And then for gray, I put a little bit of gray on his sleeves, and the rest, other than sharpening, is going to be black. So anyways, hope you guys have an amazing, amazing, amazing day. See ya.